What's up guys, my name is Kelvin Wiley and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, if you could please hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to turn on post notifications. That way you're alerted every time that I post a new video. So this video will be part 2 of my Southern Black Widow video. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I highly suggest you go and watch it. I basically gave general information about true widow spiders as well as handled one the entire video. So I will leave a link above me for you to go and click on so that you can watch the video if you haven't yet watched it. But in today's video, I'm basically going to be giving just general information about how to care for a species of true widow spider. Now this could be any species within the genus Latrodectus. All of the species within the genus Latrodectus have pretty much the exact same care. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the species of true widow spider that I'm going to be showcasing and using throughout this video is Latrodectus mactans, which is a southern black widow. This is her original enclosure. When it comes to species of true widows and housing them, they really do not require much space in the wild, especially ones that find themselves coming into contact with humans and living in homes and other buildings. You will find that they prefer small, dark spaces, corners, crevices, so you don't have to, get an elaborate, huge terrarium for them to thrive in. Something small is actually perfect for them. Now this is her original enclosure. As you can see, you can model and actually use this type of enclosure if you would like to, but for this video I'm actually going to be rehousing her in this enclosure. So this is something obviously that is a little bit more spacious, but it still is on the small side, which is perfect. It has ventilation for her to be able to breathe. Oxygen can flow through in and out. Now I did not make this, and this is something that I bought, but as you can see, the person, it looks to be 3D printed, kinda? I don't know, maybe it's not, I don't know. But it's made of plastic, and they hot glue gunned it at the bottom. Not gonna dip it all the way because then the substrate will fall out, but as you can see, it's glued to the bottom, and as you can see, there are almost like branches. This is obviously modeled after a tree, and in this enclosure you can see that I have fake plants in there, and you can see the webbing. Her silk is constructed on the fake plants. Now this is important when building an enclosure for a black widow. You could use something modeled after this, or you can use fake plants. True widows just need something to build their webs off of. So this could, like I said, be something like this. You could use branches from a tree. You could use different, various plants, but they just need something to build off of to construct their webs. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna take her out and relocate her into this new enclosure. So there she is right there. So really quickly, I just wanted to share with you guys some stickers that I have for sale on my website. All of these are of various animals that I drew on paper, and then I converted those drawings into stickers. Just to give you an idea of what they look like up close, all of these stickers are extremely durable, they're long lasting, and they are also waterproof as well. This is of a southern black widow that I drew, and as you can see, these are all legit hand drawings that I've made using those markers right there. So if any of you would like to support my small business, you can head on over to kelvinwiley.net. Again, that is kelvinwiley.net. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for supporting my website, but also supporting this channel as well. And now, back to the video. There we go. Right now I'm going to transport her into her new enclosure. And as you can see, there are no webs built, obviously, because she has not lived in here yet. So I'm just gonna gently place her on one of these fake branches. There we go. And now what I am going to do is I'm actually going to leave her in here for several days. I don't know how many yet. I'm going to check back. But within several days, she will construct her new web. So I am actually going to cut this video now, and I will see you guys in a few days, and we will see how much she has constructed within these next several days. So let us see. All right, let's check in on our Southern Black Widow female and the progress that she has made in just 6 days. Check that out. So as you can see, true widow silk is extremely fine and thin, but do not underestimate it because it is extremely strong and also very sticky as well. Prey that gets ensnared in the webbing of true widows have a very hard time of escaping. And as you can see, she's just chilling out right there, hanging on her webbing. And as you can also see, true widows don't make neat, clean webs like those of orb weavers. Like orb weavers traditionally make like those very circular webs, and it's almost like perfect, just works of art. And the webbing of true widows are very messy, but that also is very effective because of how sporadic and just random it is where they place it. They can capture small prey, big prey in different spots, so it's not just like in a almost perfect circle. Now earlier in the video I was speaking about having things in the enclosure so that the widow spider can place her silk on. As you can see, she has placed it at kind of the tips and also the base of the enclosure as well. The leaves, even though the leaves kind of add an aesthetic look to the enclosure, she has also utilized the leaves in here as well because there is silk stuck on some of the leaves. So like I said, you could just place fake plants in there, or something like this fixture. You could place stones in there, little pebbles and rocks and stuff like that. Leaves. Just give your black widow something to place, or true widow spider I should say, to place her silk on. Give it something to anchor onto. Sorry about the abrupt interruption, my phone died, but as you can see I switched to a different room, so the scenery may look a little bit different than the last one. But right now I am going to feed my Southern Black Widow. Right here I have a Blabberous cranifer nymph, which is commonly referred to as a death's head cockroach. And let's see if she is hungry. Oh, just like that. Wow. Alright, so let's talk about prey items for a true widow spider. Now, true widows will honestly eat anything that they can catch and ensnare in their webs. If you've seen online, seen videos of true widows feeding on mice, lizards, snakes, you name it. Whatever they can catch in their web, they will use for food. But what should you feed your true widow in captivity? Honestly, you could feed it roaches, you can feed them mealworms, crickets, tomato hornworms, waxworms, superworms. So whatever they trap in their webs, they will consume for food. So they are not picky eaters whatsoever. As you can see, this widow is, she's using her hind legs to feed silk from her spinnerets to wrap her prey so that it can't move. And then soon, which I probably won't be able to capture on camera because it's so minute, so small that you can't even really see unless you're really up close, but she will bite her prey and inject her potent venom to seal the deal, the kiss of death. Now, when it comes to giving your spider water, just lightly mist the enclosure. You can spray throughout the enclosure and also on her webbing as well, like on the silk. Don't spray directly on your spider. My preference, I use filtered water, but obviously you can use whatever you want, but I like to stick with filtered water. As you can see, she's still going at it. Right now she's using her hind legs to feed silk from her spinnerets to the cockroach to basically wrap her prey up so that it can't move. And then she will seal the deal with her kiss of death by biting and injecting it with her potent neurotoxic venom. Right now I'm going to show you guys a clip of my southern black widow actually drinking water, just in case you haven't seen a spider drink water before. It's actually quite fascinating. Now you may be wondering, how often should you feed your true widow spider? This all depends on the size of your spider's abdomen. So if the abdomen is small and kind of shrunken looking, then your spider will generally be very hungry and will want to eat. Now, my true widow spider, her abdomen is pretty plump. I mean, I've seen it plumper, but she's honestly not, I guess you could say, starving for food. She can definitely eat, but she's not gonna probably eat most of this cockroach because of her abdomen is pretty plump already. So small abdomen usually means that they're hungry. That's a great indicator. And then a large plump abdomen usually means that they are satiated and will probably not eat. So that's actually going to conclude today's video. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to ask me in the comments below. If you have any questions on how to take care of your true widow, or just, arthropod questions in general, I'll try my best to answer them. If you enjoyed the video, if you could please leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications. Also follow me on Instagram at Kelvin Wiley, and also on TikTok at Kelvin_Wiley. Check out my website, kelvinwiley.net, and I will see you guys in the next video.